Greetings, New York Thrifter here, but for this video, I'm not in New York. Instead, my day job took me to Denver, Colorado, and I decided to do a little thrift shopping. I found that Denver had an outlet world, which is their Goodwill bins on Kearney Street, so I called an Uber and headed over. I wanted to give everyone an inside look at this outlet and my first impressions. Now, you see the big blue bins. It is pay by the pound. So clothing, accessories, housewares, toys, and shoes is $1.19 a pound. Glassware and dishes, 59 cents a pound. Books, records, VHS, tapes, DVDs, and CDs, 49 cents a pound. Now, I was only at this outlet for about 2 hours. They did one turnover where they took out old goods and brought back new ones. You can see they just brought these bins out, so everyone's kind of going through and grabbing as much as they can. I wanted to take you a little bit through the shoe bins, and the reason for that is I felt this was really the best deal in the whole place. Shoes, again, were $1.19 a pound, and there were some amazing brands that were in really good shape, and it was definitely something that people can make a profit on. Next, I'm going to go through a few of the pieces that I found. These first ones are some J. Crew espadrilles, size 10, black, great for summer. They sell for about $25 plus shipping on eBay. Here's a pair of Ugg boots, again in pretty good condition. They need a little bit of cleaning up, but these would probably go for around $30 or more plus shipping on eBay. A vintage pair of Johansson, $15 to $20 plus shipping on eBay, and these were in excellent condition, never been worn. Next up, really beat up Birkenstocks. They definitely need some love, but even in this condition, probably 15 on eBay. Lucky Brand espadrilles, around 20 plus shipping on eBay. These Danskos, which I totally should have got, ombre effect, they go for around 35 plus shipping. Vionic athletic shoes, women's, go for about $25 on eBay. And finally, here are a little pair of Superga tennies. Very cute, go for around $20 on eBay plus shipping. Now onto the clothes. So when I'm going through the bins, I pick up each item piece by piece. I look at the brand. I'm a big believer in looking at the brands because that's how people find my items on eBay and Poshmark. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of taste for those who haven't gone to the bins, what it's like. You just have these piles of clothes that can take a very long time to get through, but you really can be rewarded if you stick to it. Now, what I noticed going through the bins in Denver is there are a lot of children's clothes, which is something that I choose not to sell. There was also a lot of office wear, which I was a little, I wasn't really expecting. So you'll see a lot of Ann Taylor and Ann Taylor Loft there, Banana Republic, suits. I didn't see very much men's clothes. I'm not sure if that was just the day or the rotation. Something else that really surprised me is the lack of outdoor wear and exercise wear. I know there's a lot of people who like to hike, who like to ski and things like that, but I just wasn't seeing those items at the bins. What I did find were a lot of jeans. Here is a pair of American Eagle, which sell for about 15 to 20 on eBay. Michael Kors, again, around 15 or 20. Lots of Levi's. This is a 515, which is around 15 on eBay. Big Star sells for around 20. Joe's Jeans, $15 to $20. And BKE, 20 to 25. I also saw 3 pairs of Hudson jeans. Those go for around $20 to $30 on eBay. And then if you like vintage, I did see some vintage, including a pair of Lee high-waist mom jeans. There is that giant logo on the back, and these go for around $15 to $20. Some people say they even do better as homemade cutoffs, but you can definitely tell that they're vintage because of the large leather logo on the back as well as the dated tag. So if you are into jeans, this would definitely be something that you might want to check out while you're at the Denver bins. I did tell you before that I found a lot of office wear. You'll see here it is a blazer from White House Black Market, another blazer from the same brand, which does pretty well online. I found a couple of Chico's shirts and one jacket or velvety jacket. Here is some Ann Taylor, and then I go on to a Banana Republic top. Each of these pieces would probably sell between 10 and $25, depending on how it's photographed and how well you describe it, so people will be able to find it. But there are a lot of people out there looking for career wear. Here's one of the only real jackets that I found that I liked. It was Day Trip, which I believe is sold at the Buckle in the mall. Really great little jacket. Although when I looked it up, the comps were around $10. So I'm really glad that I didn't get that because it just doesn't sell for a whole lot. This is a Lucky Brand chambray button down top. And it can go for anywhere from $20 to almost $30 online on eBay. So that would be a pretty good pickup. And here is a Target brand, new with tags. I normally don't sell Target brands, but in the case of new with tags, you can definitely make probably around $12+, and it's got a lot of different embellishment on it. So that looks to be a pretty good deal. There were a ton of graphic t-shirts. I don't sell t-shirts, but I just grabbed one to show you some of the things. They were coming from Loot Crate and some other kind of quote unquote nerdy places. Like there was pictures of the TARDIS and things like that. And there was a Big Bang Theory t-shirt. So graphic tees would definitely be something you could find at these bins. This is a Forever 21 sweater, which I'm normally not interested in, but when I flipped it over, it said not heartbroken, and I thought that if you sell on Posh, that would be a really cute jacket that would get some attention. Quacker Factory does rather well on eBay. This particular Halloween shirt is heavily embellished, so probably about $15 to $20 for that one if you were selling it. This is an off-brand, it's a Sicily dress, but because of the style, if you were selling on Poshmark, I could see a lot of people into that lace layered look, and you could probably get a pretty good return of maybe even $20 for an outfit like that. This is a Girls from Savoy, which is an Anthropologie brand. This was the only Anthropologie piece that I found, but the silk was very heavily damaged. It looked like somebody washed and dried it, and so it was pretty much ruined, but Anthropologie does exist. This is a DKNY shrug with fully sequenced, and it is made out of silk. Normally not a brand that I go after, but because of the type and how embellished it is, it could be a really good deal for you. This is a Maurice's sweater. I don't sell it, but I do know a lot of people that swear by this brand. They say it's a very quick mover for probably around maybe $12+ for a hooded sweater like that. And finally, hopefully you recognize this brand. This is Tory Burch, a designer brand. It is a ruffled shirt, and it was left right on top of the bin. It looked like somebody had grabbed it, put it in their cart, and then put it back. I checked it all over for staining, and I didn't see any. So I did end up grabbing this. And at the end of the video, I will actually tell you everything that I picked up from this particular bins. I did find 3 pieces of workout wear that I liked. First up are some women's Prana corduroy pants, and these go for around $15 on eBay. A Fabletics sweater, probably around $12 to $14, and a Nike one-piece swimsuit. This one did have a stain on it, so I didn't grab it, but if it was not stained, this is probably an easy $15 to pick up this piece. So there are a few pieces of athletic wear that you should be able to find. Now we have some purses. This is just a no-name brand. Will work out for cupcakes, which I absolutely loved. So if you sell on Posh, that might be something you wanted to look at. This is Le Sport Sac, and it has a bunch of cartoon characters, Asian inspired on the outside. That looks to go for around $15 to $30 on eBay plus shipping, depending on if somebody wants those characters. This is a Vera Pelle leather bag, $20 to $25. A little Harry Potter pouch that I thought was absolutely adorable for my niece. And the last thing I found was this seatbelt bag by Comley, and I really liked it. It was in perfect condition, but when I looked up comps on eBay, it looks like these only go for around $15. So I'm sorry to say that I did leave this one behind, but man, it was in impeccable condition. So there are some really good purses, some really good deals that can be had if you go and look through the accessories bins while you're at this outlet. Okay, so now it's time to show you exactly what I spent when I was at the bins. Here is the address at 4355 Kearney Street in Denver. And at $1.19 a pound, 5.74 pounds, the total came to $6.83 with tax, a little over $7. So $7 got me these two pairs of jeans. Now these are the Hudson jeans that we were looking at earlier, and they are size 30, and their type is the Krista Ankle Super Skinny. They are both the same size, same brand, same type, and so I'm going to be bundling these up. I also got this pair of shoes, one pair of shoes. Even though the shoes were really, really great deals, I just couldn't pack everything back with me. But these are Alejandro and Gilmo. I had not heard of these before I looked them up online, but I will give you comps in a minute. And they are these open-toed booties with heels on them. And here are the bottoms. They are actually in really, really good shape. And so I'm really happy with these. So those are for selling as well. And then, of course, I found the one designer shirt. This is Tory Burch, and it's just, it's a size 12, so it's a great size, but it's just a really simple white shirt with ruffles on the front. Good for wearing to the office. And also you can see, look at those buttons. Aren't those great? They have the little Tory Burch logo on those. Okay, and I got 3 things that I brought home for my family. First of all, will work out for cupcakes. I grabbed this for me for going to the gym. The little tiny Harry Potter pouch that I got for my niece, who is obsessed. She's 11 and she loves Harry Potter. And then I got this little beanie, Patagonia, for my little guy when winter comes. And so all of this stuff for just over $7. I would say it's a great day at the bins. Okay, so let's head over to eBay and look up the 3 items that I did purchase for sale at the bins. The first one is the Hudson Krista Skinny Jeans. And when I type that in, I'm going to search by sold items. And I also want to search by used items. We've got a pre-owned pair here, size 28, sold for $40. These sold best offer, $22, so whatever the best offer for that would be. These are new without tax, so those don't really count for what we're doing. Here is a best offer accepted for $22. This was a bid for $10.50, so this went on auction. And this one looks like it has lots of distressing on the legs. Mine are in very good condition. Here's another pair for $30 with a best offer accepted. So that's pretty good. If we're looking at between maybe $20 to $30 for one pair, and I'm going to bundle these, I could hopefully set the price at maybe $50 or even $60 and see if somebody would be interested. Next up, we have the shoes. So that's Alejandro in Glemo. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that properly, but I'm looking at pre-owned, and we are on solds already. So it looks like in the past couple of months, around 33 of these types of shoes have sold. And these are heels like I have. They're not booties, but they're close enough for $14.99, and that was on auction. This is a lot closer to what I have. A best offer was accepted from $32. Now, these are a taller bootie that sold for $189, best offer accepted. Here is another pair that is very similar to mine that sold for $87, and those were on auction. So there's not very many that are sold, and those that are sold are kind of all over the place for pricing. Here's a pair of heels that went for $9.89. So this is one that it's probably going to take a long time to sell, and I might not get as high a price as I thought I would. Although I am going to go to Posh next to see if Poshmark they sell a little bit better. Now, the last thing that I have for sale is a Tory Burch button-down white shirt. And this is going to be used. It looks like around 40 of them have been sold recently. This one for $8. Ouch. $14. Ouch. Here is $34. Best offer accepted. Here is $50. That was a buy it now. 27. These do have some pattern to it. Mine does not have that pattern. This one, 25, and again, patterned in color. Okay, so probably I'm looking at a pure white with ruffles, maybe around $30, which is, great. I probably paid less than $1 for it, so getting a $30 return on it would be pretty good. Although looking at these, it might even be lower than that. It might be $20 or $25. So now that we looked at eBay, we're going to head over to Poshmark. So the first up I'm going to put in is the Hudson Krista skinny jean. Now you can look up comparisons sold. I never like to look what people list them for because generally on Poshmark things are listed very, very, very high and people accept best offers. So I always look at sold when I'm looking at comparisons. So this one has floral on it, sold for $30. New. This is used, sold for $30 or $29. Used, sold for $29. $15 on these black ones. $40 for these distressed. Okay, so another thing that I like to do, these comps look a little bit better than what they did on eBay. So Poshmark might be the place that I want to bundle these and take it to. But what I like to do is I like to count about a dozen or so sold out, click on 12 in and find out when it was last updated because that can give me an idea on about how fast these type of jeans will sell on Poshmark. So here's 4, 8, 12. So this was last updated 3 days ago. So it looks like probably there's maybe 4 or 5 pairs sold every day. So that makes me feel really, really good about this. Like they're going to sell relatively quickly. So it does look like the Hudson jeans will probably be put on Poshmark. Next up is the shoes. So again, I am going to scroll down to sold. Okay, now this is why I picked these shoes up because it looks like on Poshmark they do very, very well. 149, 43, 100. These are 16, so that person took a huge drop in pay for those. 186, those are new with tags. Here's a pair of booties with lots of detail on it for 68. I'm going to try to find a pair of well, these are booties. They're not exactly like mine, but they are booties for $85. Let's keep scrolling a little bit. I'm not seeing too many pair that are similar to the ones that I have, but overall it seems like this brand is a really good seller on Poshmark. So again, I'm going to go about a dozen in and find out when this one around the time it was sold. So this was updated April 10th. That was a few months ago. So it looks like even though these sell for a lot better on Poshmark, it takes a while for them to sell. But you know what? I've got some time, so I definitely think I'm going to be listing them here. Last up is our Tory Burch blouse. Moving down to solds. And we've got lots of patterns. 63, this is silk. I definitely don't have a silk. I have a cotton blouse. $10, $48, $35. Let's try to find one that's close to what I grabbed. This is a $20 plain yellow one. Here is a ruffle. Now it does have a pattern on it, but it is a ruffle office shirt for 30. Okay. So, oh, here's one for 35. It does not have sleeves on it. So again, it looks like Tory Burch is probably going to do a little bit better if I did decide to sell it on Poshmark, or there, of course, I can always cross-list it as well. So I'm going to go about 12 in, click on that one. This was last updated 2 days ago. So it looks about maybe 5 or 6 Tory Burch blouses are sold a day on Poshmark. So that is a pretty quick mover for Poshmark. So this is definitely something that I'm going to cross post and hopefully sell on Poshmark for more money than I can on eBay. So if I add everything up and I'm being conservative with the prices, it looks like I'll probably make around maybe $125, maybe $150 on these 3 items that I got from the Denver bins. And so I'm very happy with my pickups. Very small investment for a very large return. If you are in Denver or you're visiting the area, I definitely suggest that you go down and check them out. My first impression is that it's not too busy, but you will run into other resellers. And it can definitely be a place that you can find some great pieces that you'll be able to sell online. So overall, I give it a big thumbs up. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the bin pickers, who are a couple that have videos here on YouTube, they have also gone to the Denver bins. And so if you want to check out their channel, you'll probably be able to see some more pickups that they found at this particular outlet. So I definitely suggest visiting the bin pickers for that. And I will be back soon to show you more reselling goodness. Thank you so much for watching the video.